How do you get an agent in the first place? That's an excellent question. The number one way to get an agent, believe it or not, is through referral. Whether it's through another actor you know who has an agent who can recommend you to their agent, whether it's, like for me, casting directors call me all the time, or agents that I know call me and say, hey, we just booked, in fact, a friend of mine who's one of the producers of Cold Case called me the other day and said, we just booked this wonderful young actor on an episode of the show. They're going to be in town because they were from out of town. They're going to be in town for a few weeks. Would you meet with them? And of course, you know, because I want to do a favor for the producer of that show, so then when I need one of my clients in, she does a favor in return. But also, if the producer's calling me about somebody that they've already hired, this is somebody who essentially is going to be somebody who's going to be able to work. And of course, I'd want to meet them. My clients, always they're calling me with referrals of their friends who they think are good, as long as they don't look like they do, because they, of course, don't want me to represent a conflict. But you know, barring that, if you don't know anybody, if you don't have anybody that can give you a referral, you're not friends with other actors, you don't know any casting people, I would say the next best thing is to do something where you can be seen, whether it's a play, whether it's a showcase, whether it's a student film, something that you can be in where people can actually see your work. I mean, you can make videos for YouTube. I've signed a client, believe it or not, I actually signed a client based on his YouTube videos. This kid that was up in Toronto made very funny videos. I thought he was great. I flew up to Toronto and signed him. I mean, and we've been working together for the last year. So you just need to be seen. And you know, of course, you can always do the blind headshot submission where you can, you know, you got to make sure you have a great headshot. You know, have a resume, send it out to agents. You can start with local agents and see if there's anybody in the Boston area that would want to possibly take a meeting and work with you. Every time I get a headshot, whether it's through email or through regular mail, I always look at it. I always turn it over and look at the resume. Now, I will admit 90% of the resumes and headshots I get, I look at them and they probably then go in the trash. Either it's just not somebody who's right for me, they don't have enough experience for me, whatever it might happen to be. Probably most of the time it's just a lousy headshot, to be honest. But every once in a while I will find a headshot that I think is great and it's a wonderful resume, and there's something about the cover letter that says, okay, this person is something special, something different, and I'll call them in and I'll have them audition for me. And I have signed clients like that. In fact, in the book, I actually talk about a story from a client that I signed that actually saw me speak at UCLA one day, sent me her headshot and resume. I thought it was a great headshot. I didn't have anybody like her. I turned the resume over. It was some wonderful credits, and we had a meeting, hit it off, and I signed her. And she's worked nonstop ever since. So that does happen.